People power to me is I think it's an individual thing and a collective thing. So individually, I think it's seeing yourself as an empowered person, someone who can make change. The collective piece is like being in community with people, seeing yourself as connected and interlinked with other people, and then realizing that so much more can be done when you are collectively with other people striving for a similar goal. Childlike wonder to me is sort of like the unbridled, most authentic version of yourself.
Childlike wonder is freely expressing your ideas out loud.
Childlike wonder to me is about having a curiosity for anything and everything.
And childlike wonder feels like freedom. It feels like not overthinking. Feels like love.
There's like the childlike joy in the wonder, which is just, it can be a lot of screaming and yelling and dancing, and it's kind of like a frequency you hit.
Childlike wonder to me is having that same imagination, curiosity, and spark like you did as a kid.
Yeah, I think these are like beautiful ideas, but unless you put them into practice, it's like they're just ideas. And so I think since starting Eayikes, for me, I've been transformed by putting these ideas to the test and seeing how I can move through them in this like really tough world that we live in.
I see our camps, and when we used to do youth camps, we have a lot of folks that are just do amazing things, right? They're like professional dancers, they're dentists, they're attorneys, they're corporate strategists, they're educators, they're in tech. And then you see them doing like ugly dances, or you see them like putting on a costume, or you see them just essentially like stepping in and they're like, fuck it. And then they release themselves of what their everyday tag is, or the title, or what our world would put them in. Yeah, and it can be people dancing at Skid Row when they're handing out food and they're passing out the bags. Like that piece of, I think that image, to see that is like, why do we get disconnected from this concept of like, this is what it is, right? That we're taking care of each other, and because we have a stake in someone else's life, and so we should dance, and we should honor that, and we should be in that space with those people to have that moment. The idea is to have joy, to make it sustainable. It's allowed the ideas and the quote unquote like idealism of things to be confirmed, right? And maybe it's not all the way in the way that we thought when we started, but we're able to live it, and it's fluid. So I think that's one thing in not taking maybe salaries so far yet to this point of, we can just speak to the need of what our communities need at the moment.
At the same time, we've been at it for about 8 years, and we're not like making full-time salaries or doing any of that kind of stuff, but I think defining success in other ways and how deeply committed our community is to this work, and just being a part of the community, and us being able to last this long, I think in terms of a grassroots group, I think that is kind of maybe what makes us a little bit more unique.